What is going on, guys? We are live. I think we are live. Yes, we are. So I'm here with your AEW full gear review. I normally don't do AEW, but that was a big show last night. And yes, I finally shaved. I don't look like Santa Claus for the time being because it's getting warmer out. Really weird, really strange. But had to. Getting a little too hot, and I feel much better. A lot more cooled off. So I know the show was awesome. Excuse me, guys. I'm gonna try to get more comfortable. A lot of great stuff happened on Full Gear. I know some of you were complaining, it's a little too long, but they only have 4 pay-per-views a year. As long as the quality is good and it's entertaining, I'm okay with 4 hours. Now, if they went to the concept of WWE and added more shows, then yeah, they can break that down into 2.5 to 3 hours. But being only 4 shows a year, they want to get everybody on the card that deserves to be on the card. I mean, they only had 8 matches, and the match order was booked to perfection. The results, you can't ask for better results. The only one I was kind of disappointed in was I was hoping Eddie Kingston would get his first title victory in AEW because, again, if you have someone talk all that game, but then they can't win the big one, it's going to make them look weak, much like they did with the Bray Wyatt character the first time around. What happened there? He talked the big game. He always had momentum going into the pay-per-view, but he never won. So I hope they don't do this with Kingston. I mean, he deserves it. I even was gonna chime in and give him a special congratulations video if he would have won that. I already had everything prepared and was ready to go, and then I'm like, but I guess they're saving the first one to take that off Moxley to give him his first loss to be Kenny Omega. And if they don't do that, I don't see Moxley losing that title anytime soon. They've put a lot of faith in him. He's 21-0 now, so I don't know if he's ever going to lose. But the one guy to do it would be Kenny. I think a lot of people would be happy with that result. Do we really got to wait 4 months for that though? So I hope in that big gap between now and Revolution, we get that match not like right away, but in maybe the 2 month mark. But really, really good show. I had a lot of fun. I actually wasn't tired until maybe like the last 2 matches. But all in all, I was entertained, kept awake, and really enjoyed it for what it was. I even watched the buy-in, believe it or not. I usually don't do kickoff shows or pre-shows. I'm like, I'll give support to Serena Deeb. So I watched it and I'm like, okay, it wasn't bad. So congrats to her to retaining the NWA title only for Thunder Rosa to make an appearance. About time, Cody. How many times have I been texting you? Don't let this girl get out of your sight. Don't let her go to the E or anywhere else. And as she could really help elevate that women's division that desperately needs it. So very good stuff there. I even forgot who she was again? Oh, Allison Kay. How could I forget that? But was a good opening start, and then that really got the crowd, you know, ready to go. But man, did they start off with a banger! Oh my goodness, Kenny Omega and Adam Page delivered 30 minutes of nonstop action, and I didn't know where they're going with it. I'm like, who's gonna win this? Those are the matches I love. In the back of our mind, we kind of knew Kenny, but the way the match was produced, they made it seem like they weren't going with him. You're almost at a lot of points in the match, like it's going to be Hangman. He's going to get the upset. But no, they went with Kenny. They've been building him up to be the next guy. So I'd actually be really shocked if Moxley defeats him. This could only help with AEW and the ratings. This could only get more eyes on the show because people have been waiting for Kenny to finally get his singles run and to finally be a singles champion because he hasn't really since New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's been a long time since he wrestled Chris Jericho over there. So now we're getting the Kenny of old, and it's really, really great to see. That match delivered. I was like, holy shit. So today I'm not really gonna read word for word. That just gets boring. I sound like freaking Charlotte Flair when I read these comments, and I don't want to do that. It was a good show. It deserves more attention than like, well, this part of the match happened over here, and this person did this, that person did that. That's nah. I'm not gonna sound like a robot today. But Serena Deeb did defeat Alison Kay via submission to retain the title. Very well done. And again, with Kenny and the Hangman, I was glued to this match. I really was. I'm like, man, these guys are pulling it off. And the chemistry was there. The chemistry was there. They worked well together. Kenny even whispered to Hangman after the victory as more of a, damn, bro, you brought it to me. A lot of good moments like that on the show tonight, which was nice to see. I just wish they would have topped it off with Kingston winning the world title, but it is what it is. That's how they wanted to go. So that's what we got. And then we go to what was next. Orange Cassidy versus John Silver. And this is one of those matches where you felt like you were just watching a regular episode of Dynamite. I don't know why this match was on the pay per view. This should have been on the buy in. But I don't know, just very basic, very formulaic, nothing really too exciting. So, of course, we all knew Orange was going to win. Very predictable outcome. Just wasn't for me, man. That was one of the few matches I didn't really drop everything I was doing on. But Orange won that one, so we all figured that was coming. But then they were smart. They followed that up with Cody Rhodes versus Darby Allin. Great match. These two have chemistry. Darby came in with his car and his skateboard, and then he smashed the windshield. I don't know why, but if it's its own vehicle, whatever. He probably has another one like that sitting at home. But I guess he wanted to make an impact. Back and forth match, very well. The storytelling was awesome, and those two just brought it. But Cody did the right thing by putting Darby over. I had a feeling he was going to do that before the match even happened. I'm like, I don't think Cody's going to be selfish here. Sometimes he has to think as a, what is he, a vice president or whatever role he has backstage versus being the performer. When you put yourself in that position, you can't always put yourself over. It's not like WWE where they would have just said, nah, I ain't putting this guy over. But hey, all power to him. That TNT title looks very good on Darby Allin. He's very popular and he deserves it. Kudos to you, Darby, and Cody for showing some sportsmanship at the end of that. Awesome to see. The fans made it. That match really good. 1,000 people at the venue, all wearing masks, all spaced out. Why can't WWE do this? Are they so afraid to try anymore? It's like they're just like, oh no, we'll just take the virtual fans because that's easier. It looks stupid. See people going, oh my god, yay! Oh, this is awesome, yay! I mean, come on. I'd rather see a real reaction for people. Man, when Judas came on the air, I don't know how I said that, but on the air, those people were loud, were lively. It made all the difference in the world. I really enjoyed that. But Darby Allin got the win. Very, very awesome. Only for Team Taz to come in and attack them. But Will Hobbs appeared with a steel chair at the last minute to make the save. And I guess Hobbs is going to join Cody and Darby Allin here. We'll see how that goes. But very, very, very awesome. And Team Taz made a statement, did they not? Let's see what we got next here. That was followed by Hikaru Shida. I almost said Hikaru just like them, but it's like, oh my goodness. Like, why do they get their names wrong all the time? It's like Hikaru Shida, not Hikaru. It's like Hikaru. Hikaru Shida, I believe is how you pronounce it. But she defeated Nyla Rose, right? I believe so, yeah. And then Vicky Guerrero was all pissed off at the end of that, saying, excuse me, do you know who I am? I'm Vicky Guerrero. I don't mess with losers. And she even attack her. I'm just like, what is the point of this? I don't know. But oh my goodness. And that was followed by the Young Bucks in FTR, new tag team champions, Young Bucks. This match, oh my goodness. This match was hella good. I think this was another 30. I don't know why I keep squinching my eye. I think this was another 30 minutes. Yeah, but this was a damn good match. Back and forth, everything you expect. Let me see if I may have missed anything.
Say hi.
Hello. See if maybe I missed anything here. No, it's via pinfall. Okay, I thought maybe there was a submission or something. Not quite sure. But damn, this was a good match. Kudos to the Young Bucks, but gotta hang on to those titles. Don't lose them like a week later or something. No, I'm just kidding. That's WWE, man. Where their title reigns only last 7 days over there, you know? You know what I'm saying? I don't think AEW is in the business to make very short title reigns. You know what I'm saying? But very good match. First loss, unfortunately for FTR, was losing the tag titles, but that was bound to happen. And very, very good. I would definitely give this match an A. It was very awesome, and I can't wait to see what these two have to do next. And that was followed by the Elite Deletion match. This was fun. This was definitely a lot of fun. We even saw Gangrel. And he got one of the biggest reactions of the night. It's like, as soon as you saw his face, everybody was cheering. I'm like, what the fuck, Gangrel? It's like, oh my goodness, this would be kind of cool to see him. Maybe inspire Edge a little to come on over. Yeah, right. He would never give up WWE for Gangrel. No chance. But Matt Hardy killed Sammy Guevara, then threw him in a trash can, and they picked him up and put him in the back of Senior Benjamin's pickup truck, and he drove away with good old Sammy G. But they had a moment with Hurricane Helms where they kept throwing in the lake in reincarnation. He kept coming back as somebody else. I mean, it was just a lot of fun shit in this match, and I really thought it was well done. Then the two of them with the fireworks shooting at each other. Oh man, very cool. See the difference when you can do whatever you want and not be handcuffed to the WWE umbrella. I think Matt even made a mention of that, where he goes, "I've been waiting so long for this. I had to come to AEW just to finish this," because he probably wasn't too thrilled with how WWE did the deletion match on Monday Night Raw. So I can't blame him there. And then we got MJF versus Chris Jericho. MJF actually beat Chris Jericho here because towards the end he played a little possum like Chris Jericho would do with the bat. Then he tossed it to him, and Aubrey Edwards turned around and saw Chris had the bat, and he was arguing with her, and she called for a disqualification. Right? It was disqualification. Oh, via pinfall. Oh, yeah, that's right, because MGF uh, took advantage of the distraction and rolled him up and held the tights. I don't know why I thought disqualification. And but after that, Chris was smiling, but you had the tension still between Jake Hager and Wardlow. Yeah, you got 2-for-1, but can Jake Hager and Wardlow coexist on the same team? Even the commentators we're bringing that up because they can see the way the two were looking at each other, like "Don't you cross me once, or I'm going to beat the shit out of you" type thing. So that's going to be interesting to see if that group can hold together. A lot of egos on that team right now. Then last but not least, John Moxley versus Eddie Kingston. Moxley won. Eddie Kingston passed out because he had the bulldog choker, whatever he did to beat him last time. But the same result, where he just passes out. He never said I quit. So they could get away with another match here. And I'm just kind of like, really? That's kind of the way the whole show has been. You're going to end with that. I mean, I guess in their eyes it's to keep Eddie looking strong, but it's like, how long can that last if they're having the same ending each and every time? I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. But great show. Great show overall. I had a lot of fun. You guys were awesome, engaging last night. What a very good pay per view. Almost as good as Revolution, man. But I normally don't do AEW, but this was a big show, so I decided to give you guys the results. If I were to give it a grade, you ready for it? I would give it a grade B. No, B plus. We'll give it a B plus because there were a few things they could have worked on, like the time management, as always. But very well done. If you guys, real quick, so we can get this video to 20 minutes, let's go over this. Let's see. Let's see, real quick. So, in case you're wondering, in NFL news, we have the Giants 23-20 over the football team. Tennessee 24, Bears 17, Minnesota 34, Detroit 20. Kansas City beat the Panthers 33-31. Houston 27, Jacks 25. Baltimore 24, Indianapolis 10. Buffalo 44, Seattle 34. Atlanta 34, Denver 27. And that's it for the early games. I hope you guys liked that video. Sorry for the awkward silence there for a moment. But if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, leave a like or comment, and I will see you guys back here for Monday Night Raw.